Last time I filmed a wedding, user error struck us down pretty hard. If I'm being honest with you, I was looking at the bride, then the groom snuck behind me. I forgot to film them. I was like, oh, whoops, you guys are already here, huh? And then the bride was walking down with the mother, and little focus pull to the flowers somehow, Canon, that's your fault. And then like hunted to the background as the mother gave the bride away. I was like, okay, it's a couple errors today. A little shaky on the footage. Sometimes the autofocus didn't work, but whatever. I've learned a lot since then, so I filmed another one. Things went much better. There's only a couple of mistakes.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So my cousin Sydney was getting married, and if you want to hear the story behind how I'm a social outcast and cannot fit in with society in any means, go watch my Vegetable Police channel. You should have already seen that video. It might not even be uploaded yet. Whatever, that's your fault still. I decided to keep things simple. Nikon ZR with the 40mm Tony 2 and a glimmer glass. Filming in H.265, 4K 60, not doing anything, no red raw here. I was like, I'm gonna film this whole thing. I'm not filling up a terabyte of footage. You guys don't need this red raw. Probably looks even worse. So we just did standard, everything was nice. Autofocus, I kept a little box so I could at least pinpoint what I wanted. It failed pretty hard in the first shot. I saw his father like eagerly awaiting him. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna film him. It was kind of like out of focus. So I was like, ah, shit, but whatever. So Sydney is walking down, here's the groom, and I'm just like sitting down in an aisle seat. The funny thing is, before they announced that everybody's coming out, they said, no photography. Everyone put your cell phones down. If you want a picture, take it now, because don't do it during the ceremony, okay? And I was like, it's my time to shine. Okay, I'm ignoring that. I don't like your rules. I'm gonna make some cinematic slow-mo if you don't mind. So I'm just filming the bridesmaids and the grooms all coming in, and I'm putting it to my music. If you wanna see the full video, I'll leave a link down below. It's like unlisted. I tried to take all the ads off, but I got a copyright strike and I can't touch the ads. So I think if ads play, I don't get a cut, and you're an asshole. You copyright for the terrible dance scenes. Give me a break. But I really timed the music to where when the bride came out, it was like it kicked into this perfect part. Like the nostalgia was real. Nighthawk of the Mountain Flower, if you know what I mean. So it's like, I love doing this. Like the photographers there, they were brilliant. I was watching them. There was 2 of them in action. One had 3 cameras attached to her, all Canons, of course. So like, I imagine one was for video, and then one had like a telephoto zoom, one was a wide shot, and it was just all pictures and flashes everywhere, ruining my lighting. But like, it was beautiful. And then the one was filming with a phone in vertical for social media. Ah, God. So like, I was thinking, if that's your only video, good luck competing with mine. But I must say, Nikon autofocus, yeah, you did it. You did it well. Like nothing was really going wrong. Like it latched onto her, even though there's flares and everything. And I just cut that off because it got boring. It took too long for the bride to be given away, but it latched on perfectly. There was like no real moments except when it was like a tiny head in the shot and I'm too ass far away because I don't want to go closer and disturb everyone. Like it was hard to pick a little tiny head sometimes, but for the most part, it was better than Canon was. I must say, the moment of the whole wedding was when like they're walking out, everyone's cheering, and then he gives her a little spin and just the music. Go watch the full show to know what song I picked, but he gives that kiss. Like they're not getting those. That's her filming in the background there on a phone. You didn't get that angle, come on. So like, I feel like I was needed, even though I was frowned upon and shouldn't have been there. I'll be honest with you though, it was kind of awkward because I don't know hardly anyone there. My part of the family is very small and there was only a few of us there and the rest of it was like 9 families that I don't know. And so I felt weird filming anyone. Like I only really wanted to film people I knew, but I tried to incorporate their friends. It was just awkward. The last wedding, like we talked in advance. I was like, I'm gonna film something for you. He's like, good, because my photographer sucks. I bought him a phone off Amazon, it doesn't even work. But I knew ahead of time that I was the guy, and so I was gonna get into the places. Sorry, I'm standing here, I'm filming here. relax. So when this one, I was like, I don't belong here. I'm not gonna film anything. Like, it took me a while to get going, but I got enough magic. The only thing that held me back was these damn photographers getting in my way because they're wanting the best shots, but you're ruining my shot. Did you know that? Like, there were so many times where I was just trying to like move around them. There was a key moment where the bride, they're about to say yes, and now you may kiss the bride. And it was like, okay. And then someone stood up. I was like, are you joking me? Why? Why would you do that to me? Do you have any idea what you've done? So they ruined my life. Was it a smart choice to only bring a 40mm lens? That was my only option and no ability to get wider or tighter. I didn't feel too limited. I got like most of the shots. There were some times where I was like, that's a bit far away, whatever. And then they were getting close to me. I was like, okay, you're a bit tight on that, but it was workable. It was good, and we got the pop. And they're not getting pop on a 3D smartphone, vertical smart bitch. The only thing I didn't love was the stabilization. I think that's what Nikon has to work on the most. Just like little moments where I'm standing and just like following someone. It was like noticeably jerky. I was in sport mode. There's no mode that ever works for everything you need. Like, if you're just standing there, you shouldn't be in sport. But if you move, you should be in sport. But none of them are good enough. You got a lot to work on. So like, there was some shaky ass moments. I had to stabilize some in post, which works okay, but I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't need anything, gimbals, lights, anything. So like, but I was quite impressed. Like, it was just auto white balance, seemed to make the correct choice most of the time. Nothing looked like, oh my God, what's that green? It's just nice colors, standard, straight out of camera. It's like pretty good. Aperture priority the whole time. The audio was even quite good. Like, it is 32-bit float, and there was a lot of super loud stuff, and it all just came back down to normal levels. I mean, it sounded terrible. If you wanted it to sound good, you hire people to do that. I didn't have a shotgun mic or anything, so obviously it sounds like it should sound, people talking across the room, echoey, but it was good enough. It's legible.
I do.
I kind of want to try with Fuji next. I'm sorry, the next person who gets married in my presence, but your life will be so cinematically magical. Half of it's not going to be in focus, but don't worry, the key moments will probably be in. It's a gamble we're all willing to make here. Come on, the Fuji with the 23mm 1.4. Oh, I'm a glutton for punishment. There was a couple moments where I thought I was manually focusing. I was like, I should do that. In the dark, in the dance scenes, initially I was like, I can't see a damn thing. Is that in focus? And I was like, probably not. And then we locked it on. I was like, okay, I can see the peaking, I think. But Nikon makes it pretty easy. You just touch the manual focus ring, and then you're in manual and the peaking shows up. I like it. It's a good system. It felt reliable. Your stab sucks. Your color's great. Everything looked pretty exposed. It's face exposure. Honestly, there's not much I would change. Like, if I had a serious wedding to go to again just to get some stuff, I would use this setup again. No hesitations. I might do like 5K 60 just to see, like, punching in, because there were moments where I did punch in, and okay, that would have been nice. 5K, still small file sizes, but I don't know, like, you could do 6K 60 red raw, and it would have looked okay for some parts, but I don't think that file size was welcome in my purse. The reason I chose 4K 60 was, I'm not stupid. I know that 4K 120 even is like quite slow. It's like too slow for a lot of situations, and it does crop in. I wanted a full frame look and just a bit of slow-mo, so 4K 60, perfect. I'm not gonna do HD 240 unless I see a perfect moment, and I didn't feel the perfect moment. In the last wedding we had, like, the bride, the little flower girl was dropping petals, and I was like, oh, do that in slow-mo, and then I'll reverse it, and it's like, wow, look at that. But this one, I didn't know the people well enough to ask them to do something stupid, like, hey guys, run across the street together holding hands, and I'll be running with you. It didn't happen, there was no use for it, but I need 960 frames per second. That doesn't mean, like, most people, okay, 4K 60, you're happy. And I was happy, I was good enough, but If I really wanted some magic, I would want slower. It was lightweight. The grip was terrible. I just hate this body so much. Every time it's in my hands, I wish it wasn't there. I'm just like, God, these awkward grips, but whatever, it turns on really fast. You press the button, it's going. You're trusting the autofocus somewhat. It's a good look. Small files, easy to edit. I had fun using it, and I would use it again. But I do feel a Fuji wedding should be upon us. Can you imagine the autofocus brides? As long as nobody moves, and as long as there's no lights in the background. Fuji don't like that backlit and stuff or moving objects, but if everyone's pretty stationary, I do like to see you beat that footage. Challenge issued. You unaccepted. And the reason I didn't get more dancing footage was it was the worst music I've ever heard in my life. Like, unacceptable music. It sapped the soul out of my body. I wanted to dance. I was gonna set up the whole scene, manual focus, and then go into my own scene, and we're dancing together and everything's amazing. I was like, you gotta be kidding me with this music. They selected it all themselves, the bride and groom, and said, no requests allowed, no anything. Like, most weddings have something for everyone, and even the old music, the newer generation can appreciate and dance to it at least it's real, except this modern hip-hop crap that they played. I almost died inside. I was like, I can't believe this. The only thing I might have changed is just use the 6K 60 RAW, come on. It might have looked so amazing where I'd be like, wow. And then they're asking me like, what'd you film that on, man? There's something about this footage. And I'm like, yeah, I know. So let me know what you thought of the video if you go and watch it. It's just like slow motion to music and then bits of the like speeches. I just wanted to make sure they at least had I do and the kiss and like in real speed with audio. And then I'd go back to the music and a little cinematic touch over here. Let me know what you thought of that. It's just a little mod. I'm not professional here. It's just, here's an extra thing. They already had the professionals and I was like, here's a little something with some music and slow motion. I know, it's 3D pop. It's better than what you even paid for and it was free. That's cool. Here's my gift to you. Did you like it? I think they did. I haven't heard back from them. That's not a bad sign. How you doing? What do you think? Thumbing up that? Bitcoin? That's helpful. What would you have done different? Nothing. Fuji. Subscribe for me, you know what I'm saying?